Okay, so a lot of technical difficulties just happened. Both the stream crashed and the game crashed. Maybe those two events are related. Anywho, I didn't plan on recording anything today because I wanted to work on other things, but I was recently informed that the big event will be starting tomorrow, or I guess like in 5 or 6 hours, because it's like 8:30 at night right now. But I figured let's just do Mizuki's story quest today. That way I get it out of the way, and then I can just focus straight on the event when that goes live in a day or so. In the meantime, I might edit the last stream attached to this. I'm probably going to heavily edit it down because it's mostly me just running around looking at new features in 5.4. Beyond that, I don't have any plans. So, let's do this Traveler's Log thing first. It's a new day. I should be able to run into at least 5 more encounters. So, let's see if we can get that one out of the way first. After which, we'll jump straight into Mizuki's story quest. Also, someone pointed out to me that a new feature that I didn't notice in the last stream was they got rid of story keys. Or at least for character stories. So I can just start it full stop. No interruptions. No fancy, spancy grinding, I guess. I don't know if it applies to Hangouts too. It probably still does. If it's just for character stories, that's fine. Just means that all I have to do is stop wasting keys and just start unlocking those Hangout events. I will get around to doing them. I promise I'll get around to doing them at some point. They're kind of long. They're like an hour and 40 minutes usually. Mainly because I had to go back and repeat information and do multiple events. It's kind of weird. Anywho, it looks like our loading screen is about to be done. So let's just switch back to the game scene. There we go. Maybe this time the game won't crash. Alright, let's look at the map. Who's where? Is anybody anywhere? Oh, I see Amber. I like Amber. Let's go talk to Amber. I also see Rosaria. God, when was the last time we interacted with Rosaria? I can't be bothered to remember. Does Rosaria have a Hangout event? I would assume she does. Does anyone not have a Hangout event? She does not. Rosaria does not have a Hangout event. Yeah, I know. Getting rid of the story keys is a really nice thing. Well, I guess we'll get to interact with her today. First things first. It's Ambar. No one can escape Outrider Amber. Oh my god, is there a chest that I've missed right here this whole time?
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Who are you talking to? Whew! That's a lost adventurer escorted. Are the paths around here really that bad? Absolutely awful. Don't worry. I'm the Knights of Favonius #1 Outrider. Oh, I never thought I'd meet you here. Are you back in Mondstadt for a visit? You've got great timing. Sarah just came up with a brand new dish. She's looking for people to give it a taste. Kai and Jean should be back at headquarters. And so is Klee. Whoops, I'm talking too much. Not holding you up, am I? No, not at all. As long as I'm not getting in your way. Oh, here, take this. You haven't had any of my cooking in a while, right? Just made it, so eat it while it's hot. Oh, that's right. Outrider steak is like her recipe, right? I thought I'd love to talk to you some more about adventures. It's been getting lost in the woods recently. Okay. In order to escort them all into the city, I've been doing lots of extra patrols these past few days. Any more and I won't be able to keep up. With you here, they're in safe hands. That's for sure. Okay, I've got to run now. If there's anything you need, just come find me at headquarters. Yep, we got an Outrider champion stake out of that. Greetings, traveler. You encounter a fiery red figure outside the walls of Mondstadt. The city's Outrider offers her greetings. Actually, when you talk... Speaking of Rosaria's usage, apparently there was a video that showed up in my feed recently. Apparently somebody recently completed this current Spiral Abyss using only 4 stars. And they only did 2 characters per side. And Rosaria was one of the two on one of the sides. If I remember correctly, it was like Rosario, Xingqiu... I can't remember who the other 2 were. I just remember Rosario was one of them. All I remember about Rosaria was that her personality left much to be desired. Oh, Albert. Is that the stalker? Is that Barbara's stalker?
Could I trouble you to deliver this letter to Barbara-sama on my behalf?
Yes. My assumptions and memory were in fact correct. No. Let me lock my chair so I don't fall backwards. No. Just no.
Please don't misunderstand. This isn't a private letter. It's an anthem that we of the fan club composed together.
I trust you remember the lyrics then.
Well...
Oh my god, she called his bluff. If you can't learn to patch up the holes in your story, then you shouldn't lie at all. In any case, you picked the wrong person from the get-go. Get over here, Dan. I'm done with my assigned charity work. So you did know I was here.
Charity work? Oh, please don't joke. If you really want to help me, then please enlighten me. I don't know how to express my feelings.
From very far away. Is Barbara the only person left in your life?
Of course! I'd give anything for her. Body and soul. She's so wonderful and...
I can't relate. Stop right there. I don't have time for this. Let me break it down for you. Prayers, performances, healing the sick, that's just a tiny sliver of Barbara's life. As a member of her fan club...
I'm club president.
Are you? Oh boy. That's even more reason to do some soul searching. Looks to me your admiration is only skin deep. Have you ever even thought about being more like your idol?
You mean that rather than having my eyes fixed on Barbara-sama all the time, I should go out and help people? And make them smile?
Does anybody else use honorifics like this? I can't think of another scenario where people have called anyone Sama at any point in the story. I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. I'm sure someone has. I have over, like, 1,000 hours in this game at this point, it feels like. Probably. Nah, it's probably closer to 400 to 600 hours. That's still a long time. I'm sure somebody else has been referred to by Sama. Or San, Senpai, or, you know, the honorifics. Yikes. You're giving me goosebumps. Go back and figure that out yourself.
Very well. Thank you, sister. I'll pass your words on to everyone in the fan club.
Ugh. Don't tell him it was me. He's already run off, enthusiastically at that. What a pain. I'm not interested in going around helping people. I need a few extra stiff drinks later. But you did help him in the end. That depends on him, not that I care. Maybe you solved one of Barbara's problems, too. Sure, that's a good thing, at least. Looks like you're suited to being a sister of the church after all. I'd say you've gone above and beyond with your charity work this time. I wouldn't say that. I was going to invite you for a drink at Angel Shares, but it looks like you're drunk already. Better not let anyone from the church find out about this. It'll get in the way of my real job. What are you, like an assassin or something? That took long. Time to clock out. Rosaria, work. You run into Rosaria outside the Favoni's Cathedral, where she's performing charity work. Judging by the results, she actually seems to be doing a good job, question mark. Oh, Jesus! He's just standing right there. Sorry, I was just leaving. Oh, you're not a sister. Can I help? Goodbye. I did not know that that's where he normally hangs out. God, that's creepy. He's such a stalker. Alright, that's 2. Oh, Diona's over here. I mean, Diluc's over there. That makes sense. Ah. We'll get you first. Because you're right next to a waypoint. Singchu! Supposedly, this event is locked behind AR level 28. So all of these conversations, I think, technically would take place in and around right after you do fucking bore. In and around right after you do the Jade Chamber quest, or interlude. So it's pretty much gonna have no one from Sumeru, I guess. Oh, he is up here. Is he planting bamboo shoots? In but a night, the jade is cut in twain. The spring rain pours forth time and again. Wait, have I been reading this the whole time? I should really start my sword practice. Singchu, what are you up to? Ah, what a coincidence running into you here. I'm currently practicing my swordsmanship. Well, perhaps it's more correct to say that I'm practicing my penmanship. With a sword? Your pen is quite the dangerous thing, then. Don't worry, I've already finished practice. My pen's safety is back in its box. See these fallen leaves? They're my calligraphic copybook. Some are sliced down the middle, others cut along the veins, or chopped into pieces, and each represents one of the 3 different calligraphic scripts. Scripts, you say? Yep, they're all forms of calligraphy, each with its own unique features. Some are neat and orderly, others are more free-form and expressive. I must say that I've enjoyed my practice, though I can't say the same for the bamboo around me. This time I truly did become the autumn storm that sweeps through the forest. Was the phrase you were reading before some kind of secret mantra? A secret mantra? Oh, no. I was just reading the annotations in this book. Chronicle of Cleansing Ink. This book is quite marvelous indeed, and was written by a calligraphy master named Chiffon. It is said that he shifted from calligraphy to swordsmanship, and afterward attained mastery of both. After that, he did not hoard what he had gained, writing his swordsmanship down on a stone tablet and naming it the Chronicle of Cleansing Ink, making it free for all who follow the noble path of chivalry to come and seek it. This particular book is rare. The original annotated copy, with contents all transcribed from the original stone tablet. My brother really treasures this one. My brother is usually a giving and generous soul, but he loves books so much and is as much as his own life. Trying to borrow even one from him is like pulling teeth. I'll be honest, he scared me half to death when he handed me this copy a few days back, urging me to go practice my calligraphy. I had thought I was about to be disowned on account of my terrible penmanship, and he was giving me the book as a farewell gift, after having heard the news in advance. Should have seen the two of us, weeping and wailing, our hands clutching the book, refusing to let go. I suspect he was just reluctant to leave the book in your hands. And that you really didn't want to practice, huh? Oh, come on, you. You just had to come right out and say it, didn't you? Well, I thought the scene was pretty funny. In fact, I'd like to include it in my novel. And if I were to include your follow-up remark as well, I'm sure that I would add some extra flavor. Oh my, we talked so much that I lost track of time again. It's getting late. I must hurry and get home. See you around, traveler. And they're gone. Calligraphic Swordsmanship 1? We can run into you again? That implies that there's going to be a 2. You encounter Singshu gracefully whirling his sword in the bamboo forest outside of Qingxi village. Claims to be practicing his calligraphy by working on his swordplay. You're unsure exactly how that works, but judging by the state of the trees, which look like they've been struck by a howling autumn gale, you surmise that he's been at it for some time.
Staring into my...
Alright. Now let's get Diona next, because you're the one that's the most out of the way. I guess Diluc's kind of out of the way. Why is there no waypoint at the Dawn Winery? Oh, while I'm here, I might as well grab some of these. Actually, there is a new feature.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Yes, this new feature. Setting a character to one you wish to level up. Alright. Corresponding power-up plan. Character level. Leveling up. I need 105 of these. Sacrificial bow to 90. Already a considerable level. And then talent stuff. Alright. Alright, what are you doing here, Diona? Wherever you are. Ah, there you are. Archery practice? Pew, pew! Hunting alone, Diona? Huh. Hunters of the Kotzlin bloodline return successful even when they go solo. Wouldn't shouting pew pew scare animals off? No way! Can't you see that my arrows fly faster than the sound of my voice? Ah, so the pew pew is for cutesy dramatic effect. Hey, cut that out. I can hear you, you know. Don't underestimate the Kotzlin ears. Huh, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you. Here, have some meat. I caught more than I needed, and I'd have shared it with everyone anyway, if I brought it back. Thanks, Diona. You're the finest hunter in Springvale. Haha, you'd best remember it. And vote for me if the town ever chooses a champion. Last thing I need is for you to help give that silly old dad of mine a big head. How from somewhere unseen. Roar. Oh, that's so cute. It seems like the Kotzlin bloodline faces some troubles of its own. I mean, this is Wolvendom. I'm not afraid of those wolves, you hear? Absolutely not. It would just be too much trouble if we were to fight, that's all. And I'm not sharing my couch with them after I worked so hard for it. Hey, what are you standing around for? They're practically on top of us. Come on, let's go already. Free meat. Hunting. Stumble upon Diona in Wolvendom. Out hunting by herself, hunters of the Kotzlin bloodline possess exceptionally sharp hearing, but also have inherited a fear of wolves. Artistic license. Alright, next up, let's talk to Diluc.
Laid bare.
I always forget that there's this spot here just to grab these. Ah, I love the music of the Dawn Winery. It is a variation of Greensleeves, probably one of the oldest historical pieces of music, although you've probably heard me say this on the channel sometime before. Where is he? On the roof? Is he in the foyer? Ah, he is. He is literally in the foyer. Yes, the biggest issue here is pricing. Oh, you are here. Come, sit. What are you busy with? I'm looking over the winery's recent production and sales reports. Don't worry, I just finished. Is there some trouble? I wouldn't go that far. It's just that the last grape harvest was adversely affected by the weather, reducing the yield. Elzer responded in time, and as such, there's no issues with the quality. What I need to do is settle on a price for them. Our supply has decreased, but demand from Mondstadt and beyond has not changed. At times like this, pricing must be carefully considered. Scarcity drives up value. Precisely, when demand exceeds supply, some will seek profit more. Our distributors are all thinking the same thing. However, Dawn Winery has no intention to gouge our customers. We've been in the business for a long time, and purchasing our liquors and spirits has long become part of the life here in Mondstadt. Selling the memories people have when they drink from the Dawn Winery in exchange for a short-term profit is unnecessary. I'm not so poor as I'd stoop that low. So that's how a bona fide winery boss operates, huh? Is that so surprising? Elzer was actually quite quick to accept this reasoning. In fact, he went to meet with our distributors immediately. Ah yes, it's been a while since you've come by. Would you like me to open a bottle for you? Well, we were here to visit you, so... No need to stand on ceremony, then. I was in the mood for some apple cider myself. In fact, would you like some? I love apple cider. First cup poured from a fresh bottle is most fragrant. Here. How does it taste? If you like it, I can pour you another glass when you're done. That was nice. Man, the loading screen is really long leaving the Dawn Winery. Pricing. You encountered Deluca at the Dawn Winery. He has just finished going over the most recent sales reports. The weather can easily turn, but people's hearts and minds are far more intractable. Next up, Dream Eater's Melancholia. That's a weird starting point. I want to check something at Ten Shikaku. Because if I remember correctly, when we did the super secret fortune slip quest line, somebody that worked at the Bathhouse was someone that we got to interact with.
We haven't been in a while? Inazuma! Might be nice to get a change of scenery. Come on, let's go!
I mean, you said it, not me, Paimon. When was the last time we were legitimately in Inazuma, anyway? Okay, it looks like she's not goofing off over here anymore. Okay. I think we warped straight into a cutscene.
Remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Good times.
No, actually, I don't. I think that was an event that I didn't do. I think that was the weird, like, spooky event that was going... I'm told that's the event that was happening, I think, during 3.3, I want to say. I wasn't far enough in the story. I think when 3.3 came out, I was probably, like, halfway through Inazuma at the time. Or actually, I think I was still in Liyue at that point.
Huh? What's that?
Is that it's like a Baku, I think. A Tanuki? A piglet?
Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town.
Off it goes.
Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Very clearly so, Paimon. Hello there, little fella.
Stop right there!
Just keep following it.
What's that girl doing over there?
What girl?
She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
Looks like she's sleeping to me. Oh, no, we're about to get Mangeki Sharingan.
Oh, what just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then... Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
Looks like they're waiting for in line for some reason.
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
Dejima. You're the sword master, right?
How many times do I have to explain?
Not you again. Oh, that guy that always has... I feel so sorry for you, Shigeru. You're the guy that's constantly having to pester the one author for Yaoi Publishing.
There's no going back if I report him. But still.
I don't remember who you are.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
You're a dream
Thank you.
eater, I guess. Waka Murasaki, the designer. Alright.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset. But you'll need to work through things in your own time, too.
Okay. Trauma dumping. Is this essentially just trauma dumping?
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Next, please.
What?
Delicious!
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Sweet dreams, I'm guessing.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
They had to record a burp. Hang on, I used to be able to do that on command. No. There we go. Have I grossed out anybody yet? Alright. Oh, somebody... That's probably gonna get clipped.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that...
We looked into her eyes. We got Mangeki Sharingan. I called it. Oh no, not again.
Whoa!
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the Traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
Aether, you really asking how they know you? We are like world famous. 5 out of 7 regions world famous at this point. I guess 6.
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
Somebody? Is it Yai Miko, perhaps? Guji Yai?
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly. My name is Yumemizuki, or just Mizuki for short.
Yumemi.
I'm a
That's how you
Yumekui
pronounce
Baku,
that.
which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Yumekui Baku?
Little Baku.
Hey, little critter from before.
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams.
This specific cove?
I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did.
Okay, good. Glad I didn't interrupt anything important.
Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help.
If you say so.
And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology.
What for? Oh, that's right. You ate part of our dream, huh?
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one.
Darn, I might have forgotten something important then.
I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So, Yumei Baku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it down.
I mean, I remember my dreams. If you eat my dream, do I remember it?
It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
Don't beat yourself up. I feel fine.
But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories?
Nope. Although if I think about what the Trump administration has been doing this week, I haven't caught up on the news. I usually do that on Friday. So, I'm gonna have a lot of bad memories tomorrow, but it'll be completely unrelated to this.
Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the Traveler has too many good dreams to count.
I mean, we have a few bad ones, I assume.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Aisa Bathhouse.
Oh, that's cute looking.
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
Did you have to read it in that tone, Paimon?
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too.
That's where I work, she says.
This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
Alright, I guess we're heading to Tenshikaku then.
So she's a Yumei Baku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
It adds up.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat.
That is stressful.
Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right?
I don't know if that's what that means,
This is the opportunity of a
Paimon.
lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
Dream Eater's Melancholia. Melancholia. Melancholia? Ricola. Yeah. Beautifully crafted imitation letter that emits a faint yet beguiling scent. It's claimed that such letters are sent only to the most valued customers. The letter contains the establishment's location and introduces 3 primary services. Oh, Aisa Bathhouse is here. Then what's the bathhouse that's right here then? I guess there's just like 2 bathhouses in Inazuma. Then again, one of them is in Tenshikaku, so maybe it's just more important.
Aisa Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place.
A place that we've actually passed by many times.
It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never got inside.
Oh, are you here to visit the Aisa
Oh god,
Bathhouse?
jump scare.
Ooh! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
That's not good.
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yumemizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yumemizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Oh, that's right. I think in the live stream they said she's not the owner. She's like the shareholder, or like holds a major stake in the company or something.
Sounds like she has a
Large
lot of
investor,
clout.
I guess you could say.
But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yumemizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist.
In other words, she was trapped outside of Inazuma because of the Sankoku decree.
Please, head on in. Aren't you gonna head inside? Believe me, Miss Yumemizuki will not disappoint.
No, I just want to exhaust all your dialogue before I go in. Of course, it immediately tries to climb the door. Genshin, when you accidentally walk to a wall. Like the aesthetic so far.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
I mean, it's a bathhouse. If they didn't have a warm bath in there, I would have actually been a little bit concerned. Because that's like the biggest draw.
Hello, I'll be right with you.
They have pointy ears, which makes me think that they are also Baku, or what, I forget what they're called. Yokai. Let's just say yokai.
Okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want. I promise I'll provide an excellent service.
Please don't leave.
Please don't leave.
Don't make me laugh too hard. I'm dying here.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
Okay, so we have lazy.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope.
So we have
don't
flustered and
worry.
lazy.
As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, it looks like you'll be my first customers today, so, according to our standards of service, I need to,
How long have you been working here? But anyway, we're supposed to go to the reception desk?
Why is she so panicky?
Because she's panicky, Paimon. Some people are just like this. I have met many people with social anxiety. I am a very outgoing and social person. I interact with many people, and as a result, I've interacted with many people with varying levels of social battery, varying levels of social ability, and varying levels of, I guess, issues.
Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
Baku Lady.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
No. But now I'm concerned that you've immediately thrust that upon me.
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
New competitor?
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
Did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
By the way, weren't both of them on the VIP pass?
Subtext being you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Don't say that to her face!
Shion,
so
I'll
mean!
take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion.
Little girl?
And the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
I assumed that much. And the shorter one is the older one, because of course they are.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
Actually, the small one didn't look all that young to me. She had, like, baggy eyes.
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age.
Yeah, just, you know, like those little foxes you see running around the mountain? That's what Gucci Ai's real form looks like. She chooses the pink fox lady form because... reasons, I guess. Come on, Paimon, we've seen weirder stuff than this.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy.
Cool, let's get a psych eval. We did a psych eval actually recently in Honkai Star Rail. I don't know if I left it in when I edited that stream, but you can talk to a random sparkle in the party car, which institutes a psych eval that you get from Shush. I won't spoil the details of how that goes. You can go watch that on your own time, or if you're playing Star Rail, go do that. I'm sure you can find it. It's on the counter.
I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten.
Why is that a between me and you?
Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumemizuki Baku? That sounds fun!
Is this a wise decision, given the current state of the business?
Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Actually, no, we heard Shion complaining about it. Well, to Mr. Aikawa as well, I guess. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture.
Man, I wish more people who are capitalists looked at it that way. Long-term big picture is what you should be looking at. That's why climate change is such a big issue. If we had invested on it back in the 70s when we knew about it, it wouldn't really be as much of an issue today.
Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution.
Yeah, true that. Say that again.
Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
Also, I thought she was making snacks right now.
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect client for her.
I'll consider it. I think.
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
Oh, wow. Never mind. That is amazingly a good thing.
Food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
Yes. Oh, that does sound perfect. Off she goes.
All right then, please follow me.
What was all that? Just so you could be paired with... Was all that so you could just be paired with me?
Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself.
I just realized that this back here is her hair, and it's not like a headpiece. Her hair is actually done up and folded that way, like a bow.
Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate
it
further
looked
to
like
satisfy
cloth.
my own curiosity. Please, come with me.
Follow Mizuki's instructions. Where? I wish we could see the map while we're indoors.
Before we begin, please take a seat on this chair.
That chair? Okay. What is that thing? Is it like an incense container? It's got some dripping water. Oh, she's got the big shoes on. The big platform heels.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams.
I'm just now noticing
That's
this
the
is a
territory I
cutscene.
would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no. All right?
Aight. Sounds easy enough. Oh, there's actually different controls. It's up here somewhere. Okay. Oh, I actually have to.
Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious.
Uh-oh. I
But
don't like the
it's
sound of
nothing
that.
to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective.
What are you grabbing?
This
Oh, that's
is
that
an
thingy.
incense from Sumeru.
Oh,
that
I was right, it
soothes
was an
the
incense thing.
mind. The fragrance is said to be the
Wait, did she say
scent of
Sumeru?
dreams.
No, wait, we're sensitive to that stuff. Remember what happened at the beginning?
Now, close your eyes. Take a deep breath.
Oh no, we're gonna
and
get sucked into another
concentrate on
domain
the
again,
scent.
aren't we?
The next step requires some visual preparation. So don't open your eyes until I say so.
Great. Great, we're gonna do black screen again. White text.
Where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from?
Is that a mirror?
This needs another dab here.
Oh, she's painting something. Okay.
Huh, that's better.
Well, they're really improving the animations on the models, aren't they?
I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet.
Okay, fine. Alright, let's pull out my watch. I'm gonna flip my
Hey,
hourglass
don't
again.
run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh.
I'm not a big fan of
Let me do that for
ASMR.
you.
And also, on that note, can't she say all this in her head so that we don't
I
actually
can
hear
see
what
that
she's
you don't
doing?
like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready.
Alright, it
Take
was
a
a
good
painting.
look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them.
It's quite a few.
Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now
Yep.
you just need to find the others.
Alright, I think that's 3 of them.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy?
No, not really, which is weird considering how late at night
I
it
want
is.
you to take my hand.
I don't have a control scheme for that. Oh, thank you. Oh, hold. I'm already holding it.
Very good. Now, close your eyes again for me.
Okay.
I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
Okay, what'd I miss? I think I fell asleep there for a minute. What is this place?
Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going.
Which scene was that?
Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't
I
look
think that's
back.
the one with the first aid quest. Please don't look back, huh? Oh, I see a treasure chest over there.
Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves.
I don't know why you're smiling, Aether. This is a weird experience.
That is where I am.
Yeah, you're like 20 feet in front of me. Are we gonna cut to Paimon at some point? That might be funny.
Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you.
No, put me back in the dream. There was a treasure chest. No!
The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms,
Oh, wait.
or
Move back
through
in
a
time.
squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you
Oh,
return
the audio
from the
looks like it's
wilderness,
desynced a bit.
you gradually recover your other senses as well.
Oh.
We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep.
We're
so
still
you're
asleep,
probably
aren't
still
we?
feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
How you getting along, Traveler?
How much did you eat?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumikui Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
I think it's more of a spiritual thing. Maybe it's more of like a dimensional thing. I don't know.
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Xion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler?
Just like Paimon described.
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
I'm sure it's fine. Stop repressing your memories, Aether. I do have quite a lot of baggage from my past.
Yes, you certainly do. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Interesting. You can just do that?
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
No, that's very suspicious.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon. So
But they
whatever you
boosted
did,
our
the
mood,
treatment
Paimon.
worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
Sounds like you really want to keep researching me.
Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
He literally stopped to look at the hand.
Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's
I
such a shame
sometimes
that
forget
you
how
can't
big
find more
Paimon is.
customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
Have some head
If you say
congestion.
so.
I don't think they can do anything
I
about
think the
that.
travelers recovered from the therapy
A
session
hot
now.
spa would help.
Let's head to the hot springs.
Oh god. Where am I? This way. All right. Oh, I recognize.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
What did I just hear? A pfft?
Miko, what brings you here?
Was that supposed to be in the recording?
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
I hope she is.
Miko, it's been a while.
You know each other? I assume you knew each other.
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
She mentioned there was someone she talks to that mentioned us a lot. I assumed that was you. Could have been Karara, though, for all I know. There's other yokai, you know.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Wow, that says a lot about your reputation, Miko. Truth. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing.
Damn. That is ice cold.
You could always invest in the publishing house, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
No, business isn't that bad.
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Aisa Bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary.
Cool. Who is he and how does he do it?
Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days.
Why do I get a bad feeling about this? Like the weird book thingy we did in Miko's story quest.
Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
She was actually seeing a lot of people off on the side of the road. So why were they going there and not here? That is a good question.
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Aren't you two friends?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I think she's doing this to try to get us involved into saving this business.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
How? She runs a publishing house.
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
I like to socialize. That's what I like to do to be happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
And I also play games. I also read books. I watch TV. And I eat food that I like. I'm also a little bit of a dessert fiend. Which reminds me, after this stream ends, I'm going to go get some dessert. Just a little snack before bed. Definitely a quirky relationship.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yumei Baku, which begs the question.
Could be worth investigating the competition.
Who is this Eimura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
That makes it even more sketchy.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Unless the Aisa Bathhouse ends up having to close, in which case becomes our problem too.
Exactly.
Ow.
You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing! Just leave this to us!
Alright. Shouldn't be too hard to help out. Okay, now where's the exit in this place? Okay, so now that's a rock garden. It's a Zen rock garden. Here we go. I feel like Yai was just getting involved because she wants us to investigate the weird stuff's going on with that Emeru Samegasa. Go to the address Miku mentioned. Alright, that's just like off the side of a cliff. It really is at the edge of town, huh?
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Eimura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
I think we're in the right place, Paimon.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
4.
53.
Oh,
Be
thank
patient,
God.
I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Shall I knock him out so we can barge straight in? Shall we talk to the other patients while we wait?
Hey, good idea! It looks like there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find out.
Alright. What was this guy's name again? Kanai.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
Susukita. Show ticket?
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Eimura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some business transaction.
I wouldn't call something not a business transaction when the first interaction with it was pay first.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Now, this guy seems much more reasonable.
Okay. Well, anyway, Aisa Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Really? How much are they charging over to that bathhouse?
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only.
I think they might just be eating memories willy-nilly.
Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Aisa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Based off the experience we've seen so far, it looks like they just deal with some of the symptoms, which that does add up. But usually the root causes tend to be external, so I don't know if you could actually deal with that anyway.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
To me, it sounds like this is a pricing issue. I feel like if they lower the prices at the bathhouse, that might just solve the competition issue.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys.
Stay calm, Paimon. Remember, we're here to gather information.
Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
Okay.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Okay, so you have anger issues.
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, receive my guidance.
Okay, smoke and mirrors.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
It sounds like he's deleting memories. This is what it sounds like to me. How can we be sure it works?
Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Ooh, spill the tea.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Emura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him.
Damn, way to talk cold about your family member.
But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been.
Well, I guess that's a good scenario. It turned out well for that guy.
So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Emura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Interesting.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
It sounds like he was a really big asshole and he might have deleted chunks of his personality.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
At least we got some information. Now to meet the man himself.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
The long wait meets you sleepy. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep. Oh no. You detect a faint fragrance and begin to follow it to its source. Oh no, not again. It's the incense. That damn Sumeru incense. Where's Emily when you need her? We're in another dream domain, I guess.
Let go of your pain.
Yep. This is fishy as fuck.
Let go of your pain.
An eye. It looks similar to Mizuki's eye, actually.
Who are you?
Whoa.
It burns.
Then don't shoot it at people, it won't hit it back.
Leave this place now.
Whoa. That was a cool animation. Love the angle shift as it panned out. Really adds to the cinematic quality.
Traveler, it's almost time.
Oh, it was just a dream.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too.
No problem. It's my turn to keep watch anyway.
Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigenzai.
We're about to have a bad day, Paimon.
Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
Oof.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Do you know where he lives by any chance?
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find him.
Okay.
Drat! We should have barged in after all.
Let's report back to Mizuki for now.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
I think we could tell her about the weird dream you had, though.
Yeah.
96 clients in a day, though. That is still impressive. That also means 96 people are losing their pain, I guess. Pain is an important emotion to have. Or feeling, I should say. It's what keeps you safe from danger. When I was a kid, my brother held my hand down on a stove. If it didn't hurt, I probably would have left my hand on that stove. Let Aisa Bathhouse warm your heart. Experience the glamour of Natland and feel your worries melt away. Oh, it's a traveler from afar. What a rare guest. Welcome. As luck would have it, our major shareholder is here too. I'm sure you two will have much to talk about. The glamour of Natland? It might be a little too much to call it glamour, but Aisa Bathhouse is a hot spring in Inazuma. In Inazuma. That is a mouthful of... Who wrote this? That I found it after experiencing the volcanic hot springs in Natland. The healing power of a hot spring is unforgettable once you've tried it. After I returned home, I also wanted my friends in Inazuma to experience that same warm and comforting feeling. I had no idea Aisa Bathhouse would become so popular. Even some big shots frequent this place, something that makes me regret setting the price so low. What's Natland like? It's nothing like Inazuma, which the ocean surrounding it. Natland is a country red-hot passion, both in name and climate. What I said might be a bit confusing, so here's some souvenirs I brought back. You can have them. Who knows, they might be able to get some sense of Natland's scorching temperatures.
The water from the hot springs has magical powers.
No, it's an agate fragment. Neat! Alright, relay the information so I don't have to
So
say
he
anything.
gives spiritual guidance. and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
I think he's eating memories.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
I don't know if I like you.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Aisa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
I don't know, he's doing something.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it?
I think there's more to it.
It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper.
Was he an ex-customer
now, wait
from
just
here?
A minute.
He was an ex-customer of here, wasn't he?
Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world.
Oh, I can
once
imagine.
in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Alright.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
He was a rough customer, huh?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong.
Oof.
If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
A lot of issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yai publishing house, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors.
Oh, we should probably go talk to Goro then.
Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yai publishing house to reject letters from readers.
That's petty.
Gee whiz. Where would you even start with a client like that?
With a baseball bat.
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Wow, great work, Mizuki.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why.
Why?
Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life.
Oof.
You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world.
What a narcissist.
In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life.
What can you do about that?
You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong.
Here comes an argument.
I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry.
That is true.
How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
They can't, because they're a monopoly. That's why monopolies are bad. They don't have to give a shit about the consumer, because what's the consumer gonna do? Write to someone else? They can't. There's only one game in town.
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
It didn't seem like a good comeback.
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Also, did we just see that? Are we acknowledging that everyone here saw that flashback?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being, so I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition.
Sounds like you did a lot.
It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
What did you do? Also, I just realized what your first name is, and oh my god, I will make 0 attempts to pronounce that.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead.
Oh!
I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person?
Maybe. It's a high possibility.
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Is it really that simple? I don't think so.
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
I don't think that'll work.
Is anyone there?
Oh shit. A customer?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello?
Wait, those are the two guys we talked to.
I'll get you registered.
Those are the two guys we got talked to. I recognize their names. Their voices.
Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the Bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
I'm telling you, what Emeru is doing is deleting memories.
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Baku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should've kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Why are you here again? I'm amazed you haven't quit this job with how much you complain about
Now
it.
we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Aisa Bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it.
That being said, you're just a shareholder and work here. So what you only lose by this bathhouse failing is money. And that's it.
Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks.
Alright, dip in the hot springs, delicious snacks.
Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package.
Should go talk to Mizuki about booking our next appointment. Definitely coming back.
Agreed! Although, Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
I think I know where she is. I think she's where we first met her.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Like the first time we met her.
She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
I'm glad that me and Paimon are on the same page. Oh, she's on a different side this time. She's on the opposite side of this side of the island. Oh no, that's right. We met the Baki Tanuki, or the Baku somewhere else, and then we walked all the way over here.
This should be the place.
Yep, there she is. Well, I don't think she's here. I think it's time we go. Bye, everybody.
Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
Possible.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended.
How long did you intend to be here?
Don't worry. This isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
What bouts?
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process.
That's the aftermath?
Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself.
Fuck that! I wouldn't need any of them at that point.
So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them.
That doesn't make me not worry about the others.
Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor.
So are you sure that the other two I shouldn't be worrying about?
I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff.
There, I'll give you credit for that.
Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've
Eyes
done
freak
that,
me out just a little.
my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them, and then they turn around and accuse the Bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I wish we cut back to those two, actually.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
Hell no. I'm a believer that we need to remember the suffering we had. I would have rather not experienced it, but now that I have, I wish I could remember it. Or I would like to remember it, I should say. So you imagine forgetting your pain and longing, the joy reunion that you're looking forward to one day would disappear along with it. True! You imagine letting go of your hopelessness. You also feel your fighting spirit slip through their fingers. You imagine being free from your painful regrets. The formative experiences of your journey lose their roots. We learn from our mistakes. We gain hope from our hopelessness. And we strive from our regret. But if I forget all that, would I even be the same me?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me. Even in
Oh
your
no,
case.
it's the wet socks again!
But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself, but you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another
What a nice
appointment now.
character.
You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream,
Oof,
and
we
come
don't have
see
a
me
home.
again tomorrow.
Should we tell her? Or do you want to do it, Paimon?
Alright, good night!
Bye for now.
We live in a teapot.
If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Alright, so it's at the Aisa Bathhouse. A deceit called happiness. What was I doing? Right, waiting for the next day. Ooh, we got mail? Oh, is it Beto's birthday? We've been going for 2 hours now at this point. But 30 minutes of that was me running around doing random stuff, so... Go to the Aisa Bathhouse.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh, I passed it. That's... Oh, Uryu Restaurant. Right, bathhouse across the street. Got it. Climbing up on the doors. Wouldn't be Genshin if we didn't climb up on every door. Or read a poster instead of going
We're here
in.
to book our next therapy appointment.
It hurts.
They absorbed pain or something from those two guys that came in yesterday, didn't they?
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
Do you want to get an antacid?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
So it was those 2 guys.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too.
Oh, I need to stretch. My back hurts. Ooh. Oh, that popped. Ah, that's so much better.
Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them.
That seems oddly specific.
Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Hang on, do I have some antacid tablets? Let me see. Ibuprofen, alcohol wipes, lens wipes, a lot of lens wipes. No, I guess I don't have any antacid tablets. Nope, not under my keyboard either. Just more lens wipes under my keyboard.
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Ugh. This is just my luck. Ugh.
What should I do about work?
Heiyaku Jitsu Shokaku.
Don't worry, I'll look after the bathhouse.
It is your place after all. Means it's probably 10 o'clock now. Like 10:30. I haven't forgotten that I plan to go get dessert later. Oh, it is those 2 guys. Where's everyone else?
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you 2! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Aisa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
They're definitely getting memories deleted.
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night.
Yeah, a night of drinking with Beto will do that.
Although, Paimon can believe what they're saying. They don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amora Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No. They're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Unorthodox how? Oh. Oh, what just happened?
Whoa! What did you do?
Are we in the dream world?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukira seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness.
Okay.
But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion.
So in other words, Emira, what's his name, is just, suppressing the thoughts.
If it's Emira Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Actually, yes, and I'm kind of pissed we didn't tell you.
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today.
Actually, since you asked, remember the strange dream you had yesterday?
You sure kept that one quiet.
I didn't think much of it at the time. You fucking didn't think much of it?
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emira Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emira Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Emira Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Ugh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
That close-up on her eyes kind of freaks me out. I'm gonna get a thumbnail of it. There we go. And let's save that. And now I'm gonna have to remember how to spell Mangekyo Sharingan for when I put it in the thumbnail or something.
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Emira Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I bet Guji Yai knows where he is.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No, We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case...
You found what you came here for?
Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
Then go do that. I'll track down Emura Ichigasai.
Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
I'm worried about the people that he might victimize.
Therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Amura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves.
Actually, that'll return her customer base back to Paimon, which means we will not get her all to ourselves.
So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive.
It's a good thing that you showed us that flashback so we actually know what he looks like.
The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Yeah.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and send the message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
What do you mean let's? I thought you're going one way and we're going the other.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him?
I think Yai Publishing House and the Tenryo Commission might have an idea where he is.
'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything.
But I suspect Miko knows something.
Wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on.
I bet she knows everything that's going on, and that's why she wanted to get us involved.
Grand Narukami Shrine!
For those who don't know, I don't like Yai. I've been very vocal about it in the past. She's just that certain level of sassy that I kind of don't like to tolerate. It's not like I hate her, I just don't like her. Nothing personal. Every time I come here. Hello, Dan. You hoping to decipher a fortune slip today? Yeah, I want to decipher the fortune slip. Okay, please give me your bamboo slip. Good fortune. Day when nothing especially noteworthy happens, and yet you cannot help but feel happy. You will find something you thought was long gone in the nooks and crannies that were never noticed before. Food will taste fresher than usual, and the scenery ahead will be higher and brighter than ever. The world is full of new, wondrous things. Your lucky object for the day is warm bird egg. Eggs brim with limitless potential. They are the seeds of the future. By the same token, think what the world represents to the life inside the egg. A place filled with the unknown and exciting things. Just make sure you treat the egg gently. Do the quest line for the fortune slip if you haven't done it yet.
She's usually
You started out at the
somewhere
Tumi camp
around
at the base of the
here.
mountain.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones?
Already
or
did that.
visiting a friend?
Both, actually, and I've done 2 of those things already. The third thing is to talk to you.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
It's been a while, Lady Guji.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
You need to locate someone. Do you know where we can find Emura Ichigansai?
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
I mean, we know his real name. I feel like we should have gone to the Tenryo Commission and looked up, like, business records, home records, personal life. Would have doxed the shit out of him.
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
What lengths did you go to?
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Amura Chuya?
Oh, you know him too?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors
that's right.
to the
He was
Reader's
an angry
Letters column.
letterer.
I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Very likely so, yes.
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
And if he mailed letters in, we probably have a return address.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
So he's a hermit.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
I'm glad you consider me a friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Aisa Bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
It did look that way.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors?
She did say that.
She's always believed
I didn't
that,
believe
ever
her.
since we were classmates. And now that
Classmates?
I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Aisa Bathhouse.
Where did you guys take lessons? What classmates? Yokai go to school? And if so, where do they go to school?
The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately.
It's rare to see you being so considerate. Oh, come on, Aether. That's mean, even for you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
That was not a
Mizuki's
compliment.
Always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while.
Well, since you're in a difficult position, maybe we can do the honors instead.
Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Yes.
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it out all by yourself.
I'll say Kujo Sara gave us the intel. Oh, wow. He lives in the middle of nowhere. Descendant of Nightmares. Is there like a type of nightmare yokai that I don't know about? I've explored this area before. I don't remember if a house was here. I wonder if they added this or not, or if it's always been there and I just never took note of it. Also, I don't even know if he sends letters to the Tenryo Commission if he lives this close. He might as well just go there himself.
Mako mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
She's closer to here than from where we were.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Looks like it's in a bit of disrepair.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Right, he was using some weird incense.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside.
From what?
So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
No, please do worry about us.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
Okay. That's a bad dream. The stuff nightmares are made of. I love this camera work.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting.
It looks familiar. Yeah, it's the dream we were in.
This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place.
Alright.
Stay close to me.
I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of CGs we can use, but we've been going at this for 2.5 hours. Okay. Ooh, yeah. If you watched the last stream, I already know how she works. Go deeper into the domain. Oh, that's not settling. That's unsettling. Love the design of this domain.
An ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Drop your weapons! Ugh. Out of my way! Transfixed!
Sweet dreams!
This is gonna be fun.
Overruled!
Oop, accidentally hit my mic.
Miss Yumemizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
It was you all along.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions, but I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
Darn, he's gonna make me agree with him, isn't he?
Ugh, what is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
It's because he's saying it with such a demeanor that's kind of smug.
As you can see, Miss Yumemizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition.
Oh, that's
but
creepy.
I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me.
Is he playing like an instrument right now? Imagining?
I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
Man, he's given himself a god complex on top of everything else.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
Oh, he brought a desk this time. Now we're in chairs. Oh, they even
The
got a chair for
first
Paimon.
is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He
something's
flies
happening.
off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia.
Which sucks for a
Now
fisherman.
he's unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Has he thought about taking up river fishing?
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumemizuki
I have no
learned an
counterpoints to
important
her.
secret about human emotions.
She's right on all counts.
Negative emotions do not just
To
go
be fair,
away.
I'm extremely biased
They
and I
will
do share
always
her
be there.
worldview.
This is true for everyone. Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. but I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free reign over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut
We're
of
gonna
emotions.
talk no jutsu our way
They're
out of
supposed
this.
to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear.
Agree again.
The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further.
Ooh, we're gonna make him lose the argument, and he's gonna
You
flip
were
out.
dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
You... How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence.
Ooh, do tell.
You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again.
Also, you say acquired these abilities. How did you acquire them?
Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
Sure, it proves that, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What a twist! Who could have seen that coming?
What?
No wonder! Hyma knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
Yeah, the whole walking on nothing, being in a weird place that looks like it's reusing assets from the Inazuma prison.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream.
Something's appeared behind him.
What is it, Paimon? Turn the camera around so I can see it.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my trickery.
Hey, it's the eyeball.
Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
Ancient yokai of some sort, I assume?
What is that?
It's an eyeball.
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
How did they go extinct? Did you murder them all?
Then allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kurayume, and I am the last of my kind.
Kind of sounds like a Steve Bloom impression.
Kurayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Yumemizuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
I don't know. Yumemizuki, he might actually sway me to his side. I'm usually anti-genocide, so I kind of have a bias in this situation.
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
Well, we better run then. Oh, the doors are closing. And nope.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
Okay, this way. This way?
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder. Turn that frown upside down.
Aha! Now we're cheating. I remember that her skill lets us kind of sort of fly.
Sweet dreams.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
Why can't I move anywhere? And we fell.
I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry. We've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close! Ugh.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
I mean, we're in his dream.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
How do you eat something you're inside of?
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
Yeah, this might actually kill you.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it.
But Mizuki.
It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
This is a big-ass subconscious layer.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
The negative emotions that are being suppressed here.
Where the light is.
Or that. That works too. It also doesn't look that far away.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh. The atmosphere here is so oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Misery.
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
I don't like the sound of that.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
This guy's dad is a dick.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
Turn that frown upside down.
The voice line feels very out of place.
Ha ha! I won! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
This guy's life is depressing.
Look! There's the light!
This one's gonna be even more oppressive, isn't it?
What is this place?
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow.
What happened to the mom?
Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
You said you couldn't do that.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I feel like we're just kind of third wheels here at this point.
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium.
Cool, did you bring it with you?
Sorrow might just do the job.
Oh,
As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
Aww.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Here we go.
Ugh! Mizuki!
I bet it tasted horrible.
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
this is gonna give me depression. Oh, don't quiver the eyes like that. Oh, he looks so dead inside.
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
This dream still seems pretty bad to me, all things considered.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
You're a stronger person than me, Paimon.
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you, you are too late!
That being said, I don't plan on killing you, and I don't like the idea of genocide, being an entire species out of existence.
What is this place?
A new dream?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the Borderland.
Oh, that's that place where Hu Tao died, right?
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious.
That's
a dream that can exist
cool.
even without a host.
There's a collective unconscious or subconscious? Like Akasha theory?
This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream.
That's not good.
If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power.
Cool, just fight them all.
Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on, follow me.
Makes sense. He's only had so many victims. And at the same time, if this is all of Inazuma's unconsciousness, then there's got to be some good dreams in here too.
Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
Cool, how do I get across the room? Ooh, that's not good.
Bad dreams be gone! Final warning! Justice will prevail! The transfixed!
Oh, they got stuck.
This is where you fall. Overruled! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Our bond is strong!
Sweet dreams, resonance, happiness.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods, and climbing trees to hunt for Onikabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
relax.
That's another one.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque.
Oh, it opens and closes.
Thank you for sharing your passion. All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on.
That's all we needed? 2 good dreams? Man, good dreams must be powerful.
The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
Sure it will be.
Why? Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity.
What about ours?
Which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Okay, final battle time?
Sweet dreams.
That's a cool looking battle arena.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me.
Surprises
Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. The world where I rule.
Not yet, it isn't. Lightning terrified! Dissipate! Laid bare.
Now, use the power of the good dreams.
Bipolar and violent.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
Laid bare.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind.
I'm actually kind of behind that, to be honest.
When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my king died out. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets.
I love that voice filter.
This is the path to a revival. My king shall rise again!
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here is a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me?
I think it would vary on a case-by-case basis, personally.
Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
Oh, you're the target now.
What's going on?
All the bad dreams.
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
So we need more sweet dreams then.
Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumemizuki there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace their negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles.
He's right. He's spitting bars.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
Traveler, you gonna say anything? Aether? Paimon? Oh, thank God.
Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste.
Damn, that is indeed a thumbnail shot right there. Man, we're just getting thumbnail after thumbnail here tonight, huh? Kind of reminds me of like the Eidolons in Honkai Star Rail.
Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await. Despair. Caused by failure. Icy cold. And yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret. Caused by missed opportunity. A harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long
I never
journey
realized
is
Aether was
surely
this
far
emotionally
stronger
stable.
than any power wielded by that creature. The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Cutscene time? Nope. Oh no. Oh God, no. It's Electro Traveler, my worst nightmare.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
Lightning flash!
I've never used Lightning Traveler. It was so terrible.
Thunderclap! Take this!
Keep spamming. Mizuki's the one that's doing all the help here with this bonus swirl damage.
Here! Thunderclap!
we did it.
Impossible! With just one person's dream? But how? I have been planning this for so long!
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Really glad that we insisted on coming.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death! You and my failure of a host!
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Oh, that feeling of falling in a dream. My least favorite feeling. Actually, no, I get this feeling where I injure myself in dreams and it causes a massive leg cramp that wakes me up
and
sometimes.
close your eyes.
I assume I'm not allowed to open them until you say so?
Yes, just like the last time.
But I didn't. I kept them open last time. Alright, now is it cutscene time? I do feel bad for the Nightmare Demon, though. We're literally just letting genocide happen in the background. The extinction of a species. What about Paimon?
Hold on tight. The Yumemizuki are getting to work.
What are we doing? Is she gonna eat all of those? Oh, she's gonna summon a bunch of other people, eat them for her. Got it. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so adorable. Look at him go, oh, he's a little Pac-Man. Oh, that's Big Boy. Slurp. Blow you a kiss. Paimon's playing. This cutscene's going on a little bit longer than I thought it would. I wonder what Gucci Eye is doing right now. Also, Rip Kuro, what's your name was? I did not learn your name, or did not, you were barely in the story.
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be the one dying from indigestion tonight.
My good dreams helped out, right?
Mm-hmm. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones?
I would assume they have more happy dreams than bad ones, personally. I do get some really horrid nightmares, but for every nightmare I have, I would say most of my dreams are probably neutral.
If only that were true.
Well, that's kind of depressing if that's not the correct answer.
Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions.
Most
They
people?
bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares.
I would assume most people are pretty normal.
As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so
I know
rare
more people
that
that
it's
just don't
basically
have
impossible
dreams
for
than
them to
have
be shared with
nightmares.
others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones.
That sucks.
Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yumekoi Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by.
I mentioned this in the 5.4 reaction but for the live stream, but the Queen of Dreams, Doremi Sweet, from Toho, is, I believe, the same type of yokai that she is.
Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes.
Queen of Dreams.
I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this.
Enlighten me.
If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around.
It's a beautiful wish.
A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now.
How old are you?
It still hasn't come true. Not even once.
I mean, if you're Guji Yai's classmate, I'm assuming you're around her age, which puts you in the 500 range.
So I must thank you. Because after meeting you,
which means we're older
I
than her.
finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
Ah, I didn't really stop to think about this, but you too could have nightmares. Which is why the nightmare demon was winning there at one point.
Paimon's been looking everywhere for you too.
Oh, she's blushing. Paimon!
Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching them.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Sure, why not?
Huh?
Dream Eater's Melancholia. This was a long one. Oh. Oh, I'm almost dead.
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Under the bright moonlight, I feel no urge to return. Ah, we can wait. Sun should be up soon.
The moon sure is...
Look at it go. Moon is setting. It feels weird that I'm playing as Arlecchino right now, though. Well, anyway, I guess I should sum up my thoughts on this entire story as we wait for the sun to rise and the moon to set. I feel like this was a really good story. There was a decent amount of combat, even though it was all spaced at the end, though I do feel a little concerned that the 2 hours and 30-minute mark seems to continue to be around the average for one of these. There wasn't all that much walking around. But we got to meet some new characters, we got to get a little bit of an interesting lore, and we got to meet some new yokai. Got to see a new location, and hey, there's going to be an event involving some of these characters probably over the next couple of days. Yeah! I lost the ability to sit on the branch. Act 1 finished. Well, it's time for the afterword. I wonder how business is doing now. Climb on the door. How's everybody doing?
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this
Oh my
time.
god. She made the very important Paimon joke. I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Also, hi, I kind of forgot about you.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night?
Kind of. What, were you spying on us? I mean, we were sitting directly underneath her shrine.
Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens.
Oh, what happened to Emery? What's his name? I've forgotten it already.
The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition.
Right, he was gonna drown.
Also, his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday.
Also, half of the country might have died.
Hmm?
Or been possessed by demons. Wasn't me.
Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets.
She's bad at keeping secrets.
I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position.
Yeah, like half of the people on the planet, on the fucking islands getting possessed doesn't look good for the person that's running the shrine.
Emura Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
Fair. I can respect that.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Just send the Tenryo Commission after him. Or the Raiden Shogun. Let's see how that handles.
Miko.
What was her direct approach that she would have done?
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles. But every sorrow has its cure.
Can we stop making this like a romance thing? It's making me feel real awkward like a third wheel. I'm the Paimon in this situation. I'm just the third wheel watching this game play out.
Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it. Could we go over your past experiences when you have a moment? There's a lot of gaps in your medical history I need to fill in.
True. Yeah, we were in a box for like 500 years.
Oh, hello, little one. It's been a while since you last came to seek your fortune at the shrine.
No, it hasn't. I was there yesterday.
So sorry. I'm still registering the last customer.
Where's the other little bundle of sunshine? Oh, that's the back room.
Ugh, we've got to turn some of them back.
And we're done for good. This was a long one. A really, really long one. And I can't seem to find the exit. There it is. Anyway, thank you for everybody who stopped by. I'm probably not going to have time to edit this for a few days, and we probably won't be back in Genshin for a few days either. Maybe in 2 or 3 days we'll jump in and do the event, when and wherever that turns out to be. So until next time, stay safe everyone. I'll see you all in the next stream, when and wherever that may be. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi. I'll see you in the next one. Look forward to content. There's always going to be something uploaded on the channel, at least twice a week, from now until the end of time.